Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Chris. I come from Montreal and I want to make a little educational video for you today. It's going to be called How to Tune Your Guitar by Ear, or better yet by ear. Tune your guitar better by ear. 4 tips on how to tune your guitar better by ear. Okay? Now, why would you want to tune it by ear? Well, let's say you're in the studio and you're really going for a special tuning or a particular type of sound, or maybe you want a C chord that's justly intonated or something. Anyways, generally I'm going to focus on the equal temperament of the guitar today, and it's very simple. There's a couple of tips I'm going to give you. Like I said, 4 tips, and if you stay till the end of the video, I'm going to give you a bonus tip, so it's 5 tips in total. Right, so let's get started. So tip number 1 is you need to buy a suit. Just kidding. Tip number 1 is you need to memorize what the guitar sounds like when it's in tune, or what your instrument sounds like when it's in tune, what it's supposed to sound like, all right? That's pretty simple. Good. Let's move on to tip number 2. Now this is an actual technique that I recommend you use when you're tuning your guitar. Either, let's say you're on stage and there's tons of noise, you could clearly hear it, or just tuning in general in the studio. You can be very, very accurate and very precise with using this technique to tune your strings on the guitar. I'm going to give it to you in a second here. And it is the technique of using the natural harmonics on your guitar, the 12th fret and the 7th fret, to get those strings in tune with one another. Good. Tip number 3. Let's move on. Always perform at least 2 different checks when you're tuning your guitar strings together, right? So for example, let's say I tune the B string to the E string, and I tune the G string to the E string. Now I need to check the G string with the B string, and I need to also perform different checks to make sure they're all in tune with each other. You got it? Cool. Tip number 4, very important. Always use unisons, or octaves in some cases, to tune your guitar. Always use unisons. Never use fifths, fourths, major third, or anything else, because we're tuning equal temperament here, and the frets are placed on the guitar in a way that so your chords can be in tune all over the neck. Okay, so if you start tuning major third intervals, as soon as you press one different note on that string, it's over. You see what I'm getting at here? Pianos are different, but that's cool. So that's it. Always use unisons. Always, baby. Cool. Let's do a demonstration now. Here's my guitar. It's really out of tune and I love it. Let's do it. So let's say I have this string is in tune sort of to an F. I'm going to tune it to F standard, okay? So let's do this. So we can tune it anyway. So a lot of guitar players, when you're on stage and you got an out-of-tune guitar, what do? You approximate the tuning to start. Let's do it. Remember, you got to know what it sounds like to start. Rule number 1. So I approximated the tuning. Now let's get it precisely on pitch, baby. So here we go. 12th fret harmonic on the B string. Match it to the 7th fret fretted note on the E string. Okay, so remember, let's say my E string's in tune here. Let's say that I matched it to a recording or a pitch or anything, right? Now I will proceed to tune the rest of my guitar to that string, essentially. You can do that. Okay, let's do it. So 12th fret here, 7th fret here. Let's do it. You can also do the 7th fret harmonic. Match those two. Good. Alrighty. Sounds alright to me. Let's do the G string, same technique. So 12th fret harmonic on the G, 3rd fret fretted on the E. Alright, you can hear that this one's a bit higher, so let's raise the G string. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, let's now check it. Let's check it with the B string. Remember, rule number 3 was perform multiple checks. Yeah, that was that. Perform multiple checks. So let's perform a check here. G harmonic, the G on the B string. You can hear that they're not perfect. So let's work a little bit more here. Okay, we got that G in tune. Okay. Sounds better now. Check the fretted note. Open G versus 3rd fret G. Sounds alright to me. Okay, same deal. Good. Boom, we got them perfectly in tune. It took us a couple seconds. Now we just got to keep tuning. Here's a good check I like to do here. So let's say the open B string with the 2nd fret of the A string. Get the A string in tune. Not so bad. We'll come back and check it later, but that was a good one just to approximate the A string, right? Let's do the D string, 12th fret harmonic. We're tuning the D string here. Okay. Check your unison, your octave there, right? Check the harmonics. They sound pretty lined up, right? Now, this is gonna relate to tip number 5, so you better stay for tip number 5 at the end of the video, okay? Good, we're in business. A string. Remember we checked it with the B string too. We checked the A string 12th fret here, 7th fret on the D. They sound okay, right? Pretty good. And now let's check it with the B string. That's what you need, right? Let's check the E string, 3rd fret of the G. Should match your G string. That's why octaves are kind of hard. That's why you don't always do octaves, but you use them as checks anyways. 7th and 12th. Use your double octave. Sounds good. Chord. Check a couple of chords. Sounds good. Alright, yeah guys, so here it is, the tip you've been waiting for, tip number 5, which is to tune mindlessly when you're tuning. So now this is weird, right? That sounds weird, tune mindlessly, but you need to listen to the tuning, but don't listen at the same time, because if you listen too much, you'll get distracted. Let me make you hear that. Let's say you're tuning the B string. Your goal is to get it in tune as fast as possible. Perform the check. Done. That's it. Don't focus on it too much. You can listen a bit, but if it sounds good to begin with, just leave it there, man. No good there. So, just leave it there. See, it sounds good? Boom. That's all you need to do. Guys, I hope you liked this video today, and share it with your friends, or that's it. Leave a comment if you liked it. Have a great day, okay? And I hope you keep your guitars in tune all the time. Take care. Ciao.